I'm going to make a tortilla pizza pull-apart snack. You'll understand what I mean by pull-apart when it's finished. So I'm going to start with my tortillas, and onto that I'm going to put some, this is a store-bought ready-made tomato-based sauce that you can use to mix with pasta, or you can use it as a pizza base. It's quite versatile. It's something that I always have some jars in the van, and I like plenty of that. Just gives the whole thing a nice soft texture when it's done. I'm gonna try to do 2, so I want to use this up. So spread that out as evenly as you can. That's that. Next we're going to put some herbs on it. I've got my Italian mixture. Sprinkle that on. I do like plenty of herbs. I mean, when I make my own pizzas, I also put a lot of this on. Of course, my favourite, onion granules to give texture, a little bit slight crispiness to it. Some garlic granules. Be careful with that. Some ground black pepper. I want plenty of ground black pepper. And finally some salt. Right, that's it. On top of that, I'm going to put some spring onions. I mean, if you have fresh herbs, you know, some basil, parsley, chives, you can also put them on. But it's nice to have this onion taste. And then on top of that, we're going to put some grated cheese. This is just a store-bought grated cheddar. You can use any cheese. If you have mozzarella, that would be fantastic because it really melts and spreads nice. But otherwise, sort of any type of cheese that's going to melt will be nice. Okay, so that's that. And then next, my 50% off ham that I want to get used up. So I'm going to put some of this on. Again, I mean, you don't even have to put ham on it. I mean, you can you could also use salami or anything like that. Okay, so that's that done. I'm actually, on top of this, I'm going to put some chutney. I have some actually really nice spiced apple and pear, but this is not essential. It's just that I do have a jar of it and it's not going to last forever, so I want to use it up. And you know, chutney goes nice with ham and cheese. I mean, you could also use you know, like a Branston pickle or any sort of thing like that. You could also, if you're using ham, it's quite nice if you put some mustard on, whatever you really like, or you can just skip it all together. Like I say, I just want to use this up today. That's that. And finally, another sprinkling of cheese. Can't have too much cheese. It's a little bit of a messy job. So that's that. And then what we are going to do is we're going to roll it up like this. That's Right, try to get it nice and tightly rolled. And the next thing is we're going to cut it into 4 portions. Bearing in mind that this one is a little bit open, so make that a slightly bit bigger. So that's that. And the final thing is we're going to place these in a pan. So just be careful the way you, oops, I nearly forgot. I just want to put a little bit of olive oil in there to avoid it sticking. Not much, and just around the edges as well. That's that. And just be careful the way you pick these up, that they don't fall apart. And we're just going to put these in the pan like this. Just very carefully. Like that. And you can see there's still some space because they do need to be together. So I'm going to make another one, and I'll show you that when I put them all in the pan together. Right, I made the second tortilla pizza and cut it up and put them all in. It's important that you have something to contain them so as they all stick together and don't break apart. I mean, if you have an oven or an air fryer and a suitably sized pan or a cake tray, you can use that. And I actually sometimes do it in my stovetop oven, but I'm just going to do this in the pan because it just works as well. So they're all put in. The final thing is to top up the cones, the end ones that are a little bit empty, top them up with cheese. So as everything is full, you can't have enough cheese. I'm starting to feel peckish. And just sprinkle some cheese all round. It would be absolutely perfect if I had some fresh herbs or chives or something, but I haven't. But I'm going to put a little bit more mixed dry herbs on just to give another flavour. Like I say, I'm going to do this on my stove top, so I'm going to put the lid on and just do it slowly so as the warmth comes through and it melts all the cheese and warms up everything inside. So I'm going to get this on and then I'm going to show you how it turns out. Okay, it's done, it's nicely melted. But actually that's the first time that I've warmed one up in a pan, and it actually didn't work out very well because the steam caused the top to soften too much and collapse. And normally if I do it in my stovetop oven, because it's a dry heat all round it, it melts through quicker and keeps its shape. But you probably can sort of see why it's called a tortilla pull apart pizza. So let's give it a taste, see what it's like. And yeah, this is a messy job, but it's the sort of thing that you do for family and friends. It's a bit of fun. On your own, perhaps not so much, but I suppose it depends what your idea of fun is. But let's give it a taste. I mean, it's still actually a little bit too hot inside. I was warming it in the pan for about 7 minutes, but it absolutely tastes really nice. It's you know, just got the pizza taste, but it's just something that you can do quickly with tortilla wraps. And if you want it more authentic Italian pizza style, you could put in some pineapple in there. I'm only joking if you're Italian and watching this. So I'm going to get stock in. It should have cooled now. I've spoke quite a lot. Finger licking good.